It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Kirk Cousins. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Cardinals. Next on Madden NFL 25.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Carter, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and
the punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here in Atlanta. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even keel. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He just shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
London brought in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job with the pressure up the middle on 3rd and 1, Mike. When that back has to make someone miss in the backfield, that's all they need to throw off the timing. He's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense holds him to no gain, brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Cardinals offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Caden Ellis in on that stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action with Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Automatic first down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. Play action now. It's Cousins. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Robinson, a 1st down and more. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st and 10. Another run here for Robinson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. A give, and here comes Robinson. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass, unmask the defense, and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
At the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. So a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. On 1st down, Cousins. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Murray will throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Here's Blake Gillikin now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing now, Cousins. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Man. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cardinals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
Down at the 31. A gain of 7. 1st down, Cardinals.
That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the Falcons' 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Whoa! Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Algier. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard
Cousins to
line.
throw. Looking middle. He's got it complete to Coleman. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They go play action with Cousins. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Cardinals have got it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On 1st and 10, Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Now whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 3rd down.
The penalty helps a bit, but it's still 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Tyler Murray on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
On the handoff, here's Robinson running right.
Holding. Offense.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. They face 2nd down and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Penix. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll get about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Murray now on 2nd down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
That pass play good for 22. It's an Arizona 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's going to keep it himself. Oh! And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now a handoff running right. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll let this go. towards the end zone.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 6-3 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Looking downfield for Coleman.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Penix in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Taken at the 19. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Cardinals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Falcons offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Now Penix to throw on second down. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. It's a gain of 10, and they'll get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now Penix. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
To throw again, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 34-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will tie this game up here late in the first half. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will be a Cardinals first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete, but it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bryce Young, strong in the win, as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. Let's stay in the AFC East and head a few states down to check on the Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Aaron Rodgers, strong as usual in the victory, as his guys run their record now to 7-3. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, strong as usual in the victory, as his guys run their record now to 7-3. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Slot man in motion left. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. They'll mark him up at the 39-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action now. It's Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Whoa, a modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. And this will be knocked down. Incomplete. Penalty flag down in the backfield. Usually a sign of a hold. The Cardinals line up for a punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Braylon Trice on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Murray to throw. Taking off. It is a big gain for Arizona. 68 yards.
That's about as electric as it gets for the quarterback position. There's just frankly not a lot of guys in the league that are capable of making such a play. You could see when he turned into a runner, there was an extra gear in there, and when he was all said and done, he sets up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now another try at 1st and goal, albeit from a little further back. They go play action for Murray. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the 3rd quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Caden Ellis in on that stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, Murray. Pass right side, that's Ryman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now Murray. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
Offside. Defense. That penalty is declined.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On second down, Murray. He'll tuck it and take off. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give on the ground. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line. Here's 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Murray. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cardinals will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now, Cousins. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch.
Number 5, Drake London. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action with Murray. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Still 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Here's Murray. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals lining up for punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That one is caught by Mooney. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Cousins gonna throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And 3 at the 44-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
3 yards to go.
Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Strong. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Second down, Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the 4th quarter. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Murray now on 2nd down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here now, 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Cardinals offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 31-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Back to the ground after the penalty. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one time. Not the other, fortunate really to get back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's 3rd down, and they need 5. Murray now. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
Now Robinson. Whoa! Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction. Defense.
A first down throw for Cousins. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. Now, Cousins. He'll get this out to his running back. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. He'll try to run for it. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to an E. And now here comes the punt team as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. They look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, We say so long, everyone.